That's right, I'm your fucking headliner. I'm sorry. I did something for myself recently that I never thought that I would do, and I'll get to exactly what I did in just a second, but first a little backstory. I performed comedy at a burlesque show, and beforehand, a friend of mine saw me and said, "Oh, you're performing tonight?" And I said, "Yes." And she goes, "Are you doing a boylesque number?" And I went, "No, nobody wants to see this. My wife doesn't want to see this. She makes me do it with the lights off." I worked for a variety show, and I was in a meeting for that show, and I told that story, and 3 people in that meeting went, "Well, I kind of want to see it." Tells you the kind of fucked up people that I work with. So they asked me to be part of this thing called the Fat Man Interpretive Lap Dance, which is exactly what the name says on the tin. It's fat dudes giving women lap dances until they can't take it anymore. See, the look of disgust on your face is exactly why we do it. That's why. The thing is, though, is my competition is a guy named Butch Manilow. Dude is 6'1" and like 320 pounds. He looks like he's 10 months pregnant. So it's terrifying to behold, and he's a former porn actor, so he has no problems being naked or nearly so on stage. So I can't half-ass this shit. I have to bring it. So I went out and bought for myself a pair of tearaway pants and a thong. Yeah, exactly. And my wife, God bless her, is the consummate shopper, so we had to go to Walmart first. And do you know that Walmart sells tearaway pants? I didn't know that. They do. Who knew? The thong, though, was a lot harder to find. I had to go to 3 different adult stores. The biggest problem is sizing, because I've never bought anything like this before, and they don't exactly give you measuring cups. They don't let you try them on either. You can try on the store thong. Ew. So I bought one that I thought would fit. I get it home, and my wife's like, "Well, try it on." So I put it on, and she starts laughing at me, and I do like any stupid husband would do. I get right up in her face, and I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "No, no, no. Bitch, this has been in your mouth." No, suddenly I'm a lady. Whatever. And women, y'all are the biggest hypocrites when it comes to that, right? When on your bachelorette party, you're wearing a penis hat and a penis sash, and you're sucking on a little penis straw until liquid comes out. That's really all we want you to do in the marriage. Here is a simple rule for you. Fellatiate and reciprocate. It's simple. So, I perform. The thing is, for this show, though, I can't just go out on stage in a thong. I have to have a gimmick. Well, I'm a nerd. So I've got nerd stuff, including a Batman mask. So I performed in a Batman mask and a thong. I've done this like 4 months in a row now, so I'm way past I was young and needed the money. So that story, by the way, is called Slutty Batman Begins. Less than a week after performing for the first time as this character, I was in a strip club, and I'm paying for a drink, and there's this really good-looking black dude standing next to me, and I pull out my wallet, and it's made out of duct tape, and it's got Batman symbols all over it, and he goes, "Wow, that is the coolest wallet ever." I said, "Thank you." He said, "Yeah, I'm the biggest Batman fan." I went, "No, you're not. You've never been on stage in a Batman mask and a thong." The dude pulls out his phone and shows me a picture of himself in a Batman mask and a thong. Apparently, he's a male exotic dancer, and his stage name is Batman. What are the fucking odds of running into that dude less than a week after doing this myself? I apparently have stumbled upon an underground of comic book male exotic dancers. The funny thing is, I'm in a strip club, so naturally I get a lap dance. And afterwards, Batman comes up to me and he's like, "How was that lap dance?" I'm like, "It was good, right?" And then he fist bumped me. Turns out that's his girlfriend that I got a lap dance from. Most awkward fist bump ever. But like, I understand, he can't be mad because I'm pretty sure I paid part of his cell phone bill that month. Little while later, I'm in the club. This is like 3 weeks later. I'm getting a lap dance from the same stripper because I'm a creature of habit. And I started to get a little aggressive, and then she got a little aggressive, and then I got a little more aggressive. Basically, it devolved into her dry humping me while I sucked on her tits. And you're not supposed to do that, or at least so I've been told. So afterwards, I apologized. And she said, "No, you were the perfect gentleman." What? And she goes, "You don't understand. Guys are trying to constantly stick their fingers in my ass." Which I don't get. That's not helping anybody. That's just uncomfortable for her and smelly for me. Right? And I've never been a big fan of the whole anal sex thing because, like, I get that it's tighter, but that's just an excuse to have a small dick, in my opinion. Plus, I don't care how clean she is. My shit's coming out looking like a chili dog, and that's gross. During the lap dance, though, at one point, she bent over and pulled her thong aside and showed me her pussy, and I was overcome with the urge to stick my finger in it to teach her a lesson. If you don't want people sticking fingers in body parts, don't show those body parts. Same strip club, different stripper. She's giving me a lap dance, and she sticks her tongue in my ear. I'm not, like, the sensation just reminded me of a wet willy, you know, when somebody licks their finger and sticks their finger in your ear. That's just kind of weird, but the worst part was, immediately I had the thought of, who else's ears has she stuck her tongue into? I now have ear herpes. The worst part, though, is she took a piece of ice and, like, rubbed it on her tits, and then she stuck it in her mouth, and then stuck that piece of ice in my ear, and somehow kept it in her mouth, and then dropped it on my mouth. That's nasty. See, my whole bit has been to torture you. Like, as soon as I saw that look of disgust on your face the very first time, my whole bit was to torture you. I hope I've accomplished that. Thank you very much. Folks, my name is Ben Kimmer. Oh, wait, real quick. Shameless self-promotion time. On Sunday, October 5th, I will be performing at Pussyrama at the Artifice. It's a burlesque show. It's $5 to get in. It's a great show. Please come out and see us. Thank you very much. You guys have a great night.